Okay, so I have a question. I just went and I made a Twitter account, and it says describe yourself. Question that Twitter asks is, what makes you special? Don't think too hard, just have fun with it. And then it says your bio. My question is, do you guys ever find it hard to describe yourself? And do you guys find it hard to find something good about yourself? Or what makes you special? Because when I read that question, I still don't have an answer. Now, I'm sure if I brought a family member, they would be like, oh, well, this, that makes you special. You're kind. But when you're talking about yourself, it's like I can't compliment myself. I guess that's the best way to put it. I have a hard time complimenting myself. Even though I know I do nice things or, help a friend or this or that, I can't compliment myself. And I wonder what makes that. Like, what puts that in us? Is it something from our childhood? Is it because we were bullied? Like, what is the reason of why I can't explain something special about myself? I don't know. I have thoughts like this all the time. But, so I'm making a Twitter account, Southern Gal Lily, and I just can't answer that question. I'm just like dumbfounded right now. I'm trying to think, what makes you special? Don't think too hard, just have fun with it. It's like doing the SATs. Like taking a really hard test in high school, and then your brain is just like, and I'm just sitting here like, I like marshmallows. Like what? I like to clean. What makes me special? If you deal with that, please comment and let me know how it affects you. I'm just curious, how many of us go through this every day. I'll give you a good example, okay? The sun is in my eyes. Let me move this. Okay, so I was in the store a while back. This is like right after COVID started. Well, in Walmart, because I used to shop at Walmart a lot before COVID. Well, I was in Walmart, and this girl walks up, and she's like, you are so pretty. And I was looking at the clothes section, and she was like, I think that shirt would look good on you. And I'm just standing there like, thanks. Thank you so much. You're pretty too. Thank you. I didn't even know how to take the compliment. I don't know where that comes from. I mean, all through elementary school, I got bullied. I got bullied for being, fat. I got bullied for being, having a lazy eye. I got bullied for my teeth being too big. I got bullied because my clothes were old, because we were poor. We were a very poor family. Our family worked really hard to give us what we had and what we needed. But we didn't have fancy things, or we didn't get new clothes every year for school. We didn't get new school shoes. I mean, we barely got a book bag and pencils and paper. It was just really hard. And my family worked a lot to give us what we needed. And a lot of Christmas time, a lot of different Christmases, sometimes we might not get what we wanted. We didn't get what the other kids got. But we loved our family dinners. We loved getting together with the cousins and having a good time. We had so much fun. I know I'm getting off onto something else again. But I don't understand why I cannot compliment myself and why I can't take a compliment. And just like with the lady who was telling me that I was so pretty, I was just like, why would you say that? Like, I couldn't say that to her, of course, but in my mind I'm thinking, why does she just walk up here and say that? Like, is there something on my face? Is there something going on? Do I look crazy standing here? Like, am I looking at the wrong clothes? Like, what's going on? And this is crazy, but this is how my brain works. At one point, I even thought to myself, is she going to try to rob me or something when I come out of this store? Is she hitting on me? Like, I just did not know how to take the compliment. That's just like how my brain is. And she was being nice. She was being so nice to me. And then I thanked her, and we talked for a good half hour, because I'm a talker, obviously. I'll talk like Trisha Paytas would talk. I love to talk to people, especially now with COVID, because I can't see nobody hardly. I will talk your head off. But it's got me wondering, and I'm actually going to ask my therapist about it, because I've never really thought to ask about that. But what makes me this way? What makes me to not be able to compliment myself or take a compliment. Like, why can't I just look in the mirror and say, you look good today? But I can't do that. And dealing with ED all throughout elementary school and high school, I hated mirrors. I hated to look at a mirror. I hated anything about a mirror. It's like some days I went to school, I had duct tape on my shoes because my shoes were old and they'd fall apart. And again, my family did everything and all they could do for us. Like, we didn't go without food. Electricity, they worked a lot to provide. And we had a great family. But I would get bullied a lot because of what I had to wear to school, and because I was poor, because my teeth were so big, my front teeth, I got called Bugs Bunny, rabbit teeth. People would, like, at lunchtime, this one girl would take like a carrot and go and like do that, and then other kids would do it. Another time, we were at like recess and we had to take our shoes off in the gym or something. I can't remember why, but I had holes in my socks, and I was so embarrassed because I'm thinking to myself, this is how self-conscious I was, but I was thinking, before I even got my shoes off, I have holes in my socks. I can't take my shoes off. These kids will see. Like, I already get bullied. They're going to bully me for real now, like way worse. And I'm just taking my shoes off and trying to hide the hole, which is, of course, where's a hole in a sock going to be? Right on top of your toe where everybody can see it, or on the heel. So, of course, this pair of socks had, on the right foot, a hole in the heel about that big, and on the left foot, a hole about that big at the toe. And I'm like, please don't nobody notice. And of course, the one girl noticed, and she goes to pointing and laughing. And now I look back on it and I'm like, it's kid stuff. It's still bullying, but I'm an adult now, so I can take it a lot more. But back then, it was like the end of the world for me. I would cry. I would just basically emotionally ball up into a ball and just try to hide myself emotionally. And I would think, don't let her see you cry. But at the same time, you're hurting so bad and you're so embarrassed that all you can do is just, your body is just pushing tears constantly. And my body just pushed tears until I cried. I cried like a baby. And I go to the teacher, and the teachers, get back in line. Get back in line. I'm not dealing with you today. This is ridiculous. And she tells the other girl, leave her alone. But, of course, later on at lunch, it's, you got holes in your socks. She's got old socks and blah, blah, blah. And then they start calling you names, and it goes from there. But maybe that has something to do with the compliment thing. I don't know. Even now, like my hair stays so thick. I constantly, due to the OCD and the ADHD, I touch my hair a lot. I've been trying not to do it in the videos, but I'm going to do it, and you're going to see me do it. But I'll constantly touch or move it, and between the nervous thing and the ADHD and the other stuff, it's just what I do. And I move my hands a lot. But I know my hair's thick, and I can see it. But another thing, I've had like boys in school. When I got to high school, I was not cute at all. I was not cute in high school. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. I'll have to bust my yearbook out at some point and show you because it was horrible. But, like, I had this boy who come up one day, and he was like, oh, your hair is so pretty. Because my hair was, like, almost to my tail. It was really long. And I just didn't know how to take that compliment. I was like, thanks. And then I walk off because I'm just like that kid that you see in the movies that literally gets stupefied and stops and can't move. And you're stuck. That's me. That's what happened. And I just get stuck in that position. I'm like, thanks. And then I walk off because I'm so nervous to talk or deal with anything. Another time, I'm just going to have to do a whole segment about my school experience because, and I don't want pity. Please do not feel bad for me because, I worked through it. I'm a survivor. And we're all survivors. But when I think back to this stuff, I think myself, wow, you've been through a lot. Girl, you have been through a lot. And maybe that has something to do with the compliment thing now. I don't know. It's just a thought, though. But I'm going to finish my Twitter and make sure I got this right. I'm going to put in my bio, I'm a lily pad. just to get it done with. Because I can't think of anything. So my Twitter is up, and what are you interested in? Sausage. I love sausage. Just next. Go so I can get to the page. Skip for now. Next. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my page is up. And it is Southern Gal Lily. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try to get it. The sun's probably shining on it. Gotta love the sun. Southern Gal Lily is up and running. So if you want to talk, DM, follow, I'll follow back. Let's talk.